Alexa, do Americans have electric kettles?
Here's something I found on the web. According to Insider.com, Americans don't use electric kettles, or at least it's very rare.
Hello and welcome to Would You Rather with Big Mike and the boys. I'm Big Mike, and here are some boys. Tony and Liam,
See you now.
what are you doing today?
We were just recording the last of our 3 podcasts that we recorded today on the 2nd of May.
How was the energy levels?
The last 2 were pretty good. I don't know how we are now.
I just had a sandwich.
Yeah, and Veta brought back some lunch for us. We just had some McDonald's, so we're a bit full.
So should people just turn off now, or do you think we'll
No,
give them a good one?
we'll give him a good one.
Sleepy part 2.
Yeah, Tony's going to slap me in the face now.
Yeah.
And then I'm going to wake up, and then I was joking.
I saw that. He slapped him right in his little chubby face. Right. So do you want a bit more back and forth, or should we go straight through to the 5-star?
Don't ask me questions.
Except for the 5-star question.
Yeah, don't ask me any questions this episode.
Oh man, that's going to be tough. How are we going to get around this?
There we go.
How am I going to do this, Tony?
Well,
Right, so
you're off to a bad start now.
the 5-star question of the week is sponsored by giving us a 5-star review on iTunes. So give us a review on iTunes, especially if you're listening on iTunes. But even if you're not, just do it somehow. Surely your granny has an iPhone. Come on.
Yeah.
Yeah, so this week, we're going to do something a little bit different. This week, we're doing an AMA. Ask Mike anything.
Uh-huh.
You guys are going to ask me the question.
Right.
See, how did I know that?
That's sick, Tony. Foresight.
Uh-huh. So ask me any question you want.
Jesus.
Is that real?
Yeah.
Where do you get your inspiration from?
For what?
For your life? For hello and welcome to Would You Rather. Where'd you get the inspiration for that?
I stole a lot of it from my favorite podcast, the Major Wrestling Figure Podcast.
Do they say that? Do they say hello and welcome?
They say hello and welcome, but I think they say that on a lot of podcasts. I think they say that on
I think hello and welcome is just a nice greeting, isn't it?
Yeah. I kind of got it from when I was nervous when we were doing our first few kind of trial episodes.
Yeah.
I thought I'd be less nervous if I did an American game show host voice. So I did Bob Scherpatsky. So that's kind of Bob Scherpatsky coming out when I say hello and welcome.
Yeah. What do you think is going to happen after the last round?
After the last round?
Yeah.
I think we're going to just do a different kind of podcast. We're going to have a bit of a reboot. A bit less structured.
Cool.
What do you think's going to win?
Oh, that's a good question, though.
That's a fine question.
Last Man on Earth, I think.
Oh. We don't still have the figures left.
What?
The little...
Oh, have your own figures. Oh, we probably do, actually. Yeah, that's a good one. There are some really good ones. I just think Last Man on Earth is
might do it as well.
so freeing and fun.
I didn't even pick it last time.
I don't think you've picked it any time, really.
I think I might have picked it in the middle.
Yeah, so you did.
I got rid of me clown, so...
Where do you buy most of your clothes, Mike?
It's a good question.
That funky like a monkey.
They don't sell clothes yet. Is that actually a question you want to know about me?
Well, I think it's something maybe the fans might want to know about.
I got a lot of my t-shirts off QWERTY, Irish t-shirt company who make kind of really cool designs, but terrible quality.
Are they?
Yeah, they after 2 or 3 wears, they kind of shrink and they're too short. So for a tall person, you can't afford a t-shirt to get any shorter.
Yeah.
And they lose kind of shape at the bottom, and they become these kind of baggy, awkward things that just...
So you wouldn't say Jason Moore should shop there?
No, I don't think anyone should shop there.
What's your...
Sorry, QWERTY.
And it's where you shop most,
It's where I've got most of my clothes, I'd say. But I buy quite a lot from WWE Euro Shop.
What were you going to ask, Tony?
What's your scariest memory as a kid? Scariest. Because Halloween was a couple of months ago.
It's a lot of months ago. It's hard to know. I actually remember better how my scariest moment as an adult. As a kid.
What's the scariest moment?
In
that you
general,
remember?
my scariest moment, I think, was when me and Liam briefly lived in Ayanapa. We were trying to get a job and we were struggling, and this guy in a bar called, it was a Teasers, Liam.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, so this guy in a bar called Teasers offered us a job, I think. And it was kind of like a strip bar, and it did not look nice or fun, but we were just kind of desperate for a job. And then we were telling people we were going to work there, and they were telling us these stories about how, like, the girls who worked there all had to live in the apartments behind, and it was, like, really horrible. And if they got caught with, like, a fella in there, the owner beat them up. And it was all these horrible kind of stories. And so me and Liam went and found another job in another problematic bar, but that's a story for a different day. So we texted him and said that we were going to quit. We didn't want to come in. And he just kept texting and saying, right, come here tomorrow, let's say at 3:00. And we were like, he's like, have you found another job? And we were like, oh no, we just don't really want to work there. Like, sorry for the inconvenience or whatever, but just being as polite as we could. But like, he was like, well, meet me at 3:00. And we were sitting on, what was the beach called? Nissi Beach, is it? I think it's...
Was it Nissi Beach or Sunny Beach? I can't remember.
I think it's like Nissi Beach. And it's like
Beach.
one of the most famous, beautiful beaches on the absolute world. Like, full of all these beautiful people, and just like, so everyone's having so much fun. And me and Liam were sitting there on this beach, texting this guy back, saying, no, we just don't want to work there. And he was like, 3:00. That was what his last reply was. 3:00. So we were sitting there, and I don't know about Liam, but I was having actual panic attacks.
I don't remember it being too... like, I remember, like, I remember just being like, this is a bit of an inconvenience now. This is annoying. But I wouldn't say it's scary, like.
And so we thought, like, I thought, and I think we thought at the time, unless you were just agreeing with me, that, like, we were going to get our fucking legs broken at this place. And we were thinking about not going. And then we thought, but if they find us, that's going to be even worse. So we're like, right, we just have to man up.
Like a bit of a fucking live wire, like when we met him first time.
Yeah.
We should go and meet him anyway. And what's the worst, you know?
Well, the worst is he could have fucking beaten the absolute shit out of us.
He wouldn't have done. He wasn't a big dude, was he?
No, but he had security guys with him all the time.
Oh yeah, that was it. He met us with security, like, just for job interview.
So we showed up. We showed up as he asked us at 3:00. We showed up. I was absolutely fucking shitting it, and he said, "So, you don't want to work here anymore?" And we said, "No, sorry. We just thought about it. We don't really want to work there." He was like, "Okay, that's cool."
Of course he was. Like.
And that was it. He wanted us just so we could tell him to his face. And that's the most scared I've ever remember being.
Yeah. That's funny.
That rounds up Mike's AMA.
Mike's AMA.
Ask Mike anything.
Jimmy.
Well, lads, should we just get into it?
Sure.
So, lads, we're back with our little ad for Funky Like a Monkey. They've been nice enough to sponsor us again. So, what character would you like for me to read out the ad in? I say read
monkey.
out, like I make it up.
Like a monkey.
Yeah. Curious George.
I don't know how Curious George sounds like.
Well, just to do a monkey voice.
No, I don't know a monkey voice.
Just do a fucking monkey voice, Con. You said any voice, and we'll tell you.
It has to be a voice. When I started this, right, and I said pick a voice, I meant for you to say like, "Oh, Susie Soccer."
Yeah. But then when Tony picked fucking Christopher Walken, you attempted it. So we're like, okay, we're gonna broaden Mike's range here.
I'm not gonna attempt a monkey. It has to be because monkeys don't speak English, like.
Seen Planet of the Apes?
Yeah, I could be one of them, but they just speak like humans. It'd be boring.
No, they don't.
You can't hear the subtle difference. That's
No, I
progressive
can't.
of you, Mike.
Will we see if you can hear the subtle difference then? And if I do one of the apes from Planet of the Apes.
Which one are you doing?
Cornelius.
Okay.
So you want me to do this ad in the voice of Cornelius from Planet of the Apes?
Yes, please.
and Beneath Planet of the Apes. And Escape from Planet of the Apes.
Yeah.
Okay. Damn. That means I need to do like some kind of American accent, doesn't it?
Just like Cornelius.
Can I watch a video of Cornelius speaking first?
Yeah, we got time for that.
Whatever you want.
Okay, alright. Cornelius.
I'd say, hey, Michael. It's me, Cornelius, from Planet of the Apes.
That is not what he sounds like.
Oh, what? Oh, now you can hear the subtle difference. Okay, fair enough.
Okay.
Good morning, Dr. Zira.
Good morning, Julius. How's our patient today?
No change. The minute you open the door, he goes into his act.
That actually wasn't Cornelius, but I'm gonna try. I think I got enough.
Oh, you think they're all the same?
Right. FunkyLikeAMonkey.com. You can get loads of cool stuff from FunkyLikeAMonkey.com, including monkey things like me, Cornelius from Planet of the Apes, 1968.
What? They have a model of you, Cornelius, do they?
Not exactly like me, but if you're speaking to Cornelius, that's going to make him a regular character. Not exactly like me, but there is gorilla bookends. And in Planet of the Apes 1968, there was the gorillas were kind of the soldiers of the apes, and they were generally not very nice. But we have also monkey bookends that are chimps, so a bit more similar to me and my wife Zira from Planet of the Apes. Except one is pink and one is yellow, and we were both kind of brown. There's also other things that are unrelated to monkeys on FunkyLikeAMonkey.com, including, all these things are monkeys that I'm looking at. There's also a kind of spaceman, which is kind of relevant to Planet of the Apes 1968, because Charlton Heston's character, I forget his name. I don't know how I know who the actor was named though.
Bright Eyes.
There's a space Bright Eyes. There's a spaceman. There's multiple spaceman things, because I've just realized that the people who own Funky Like a Monkey probably really just liked Planet of the Apes, and that's why it's all either monkey or space related. But head on over to FunkyLikeAMonkey.com. Sorry, I was just remembering last week when Cookie Monster. I was just remembering last week when Cookie Monster said FunkyLikeMonkey.com because of his Austrian accent. So it's FunkyLikeAMonkey.com. And head on over there and use code BigMikePod at the checkout to save 10%. Also, if you spend more than 50 euro monkey dollars with using that code, you will also get a free Cookie Monster figure. They don't have ones of me, Cornelius, because the movie was in 1968. So what about you, Zira? What do you think of this? Well, I think that it's a very good website. What about you,
She's
Bright
scared
Eyes?
and from Kerry.
I'm really old.
AKA Charlton Heston from Planet of the Apes 1968. Get your hands off me, you damn dirty ape. Well, I thought we were actually your friends in the movie Charlton Heston from 1960. You did it, you monkeys. You blew it all up.
Right. So that is FunkyLikeAMonkey.com. Use discount code BigMike at checkout for 10% off your order. And if you order over 50 euros,
You get a free Cookie Monster and
Lego.
20% off with Dirty Mikes.
Not that one, but everything else is legit.
Use code BigMikePod at checkout to save 10%. Would you rather? Do you think Cornelius should replace me as the
No.
as the host of the
It
podcast?
sounds very much like you, except he's more confused, so...
Sounds like someone from Dublin 4, more like. In times.
Does not sound like an American voice actor trying to play a monkey in
Not at all.
1968?
At all. Not even at all.
Fuck.
No.
Okay.
But I could hear the subtle difference.
Would you rather have hands for feet?
Not a very
Or-
creative question,
Or
but
feet for hands.
Imagine if it was feet for hands and that got through. Or never drink again. That's a tough one.
not really.
Yeah, because hands for feet, you'd definitely learn and be a monkey.
I'd be very funky.
Yeah, I
That
think how
is
quickly you could get around. You could just climb up
fucking
buildings
weird.
and stuff. You'd be like Spider-Man. But
How did that come up straight after we did a monkey reading an ad for a monkey thing?
think about it, like the cartwheels you'd be doing.
Be so good
Yeah.
at them.
I'd be mad.
So you both picked never drink again rather than have the tattoo New Year, New Me.
Mm-hmm.
And
Absolutely.
you picked hands for feet rather than knowing the time and date of your death.
Yeah.
Absolutely. I think hands for feet could be a winner.
Oh yeah, it could be. Could go all the way.
You could play
No
keyboard
fucking
and play
way.
guitar at the same time.
That's fucking class.
Right?
That's class.
It's pretty cool, like.
You could have 4 games of Tom Wars with people.
Yeah. You could play yourself
lose
in
all
like a
of
PlayStation or something. You know?
Why would I lose all of them? You said I'm not good at Tom Wars. I'll fucking show you.
No, you've no talent.
I was very tempted to just end the call there.
Yeah.
I'd finish the episode myself.
And that would be the end of the podcast.
Yeah.
People wouldn't be tuning back in for episode 50. If they thought it was just going to be Big Mike.
And Cornelius. And Charlton
Bright Eyes.
Heston.
So
Charlton
angry.
Heston from 1968.
I don't know. Like, never drink again. Like,
Play table tennis and pool. Just trying to think of 2 things you could do at the same time. Drink 4 pints at one time.
you wouldn't be really very good at being able to play tennis, table tennis and pool, would you?
But you wouldn't really be able
Like,
to
how
play
are you going to
yourself
stand?
in PlayStation either.
Why?
Why?
Because if you played a game that you used one controller for, right, so you could do one with each hand, you wouldn't be able to play against yourself well. Like,
Well, you'd learn it, wouldn't it?
You don't do it because it's not comfortable to use it, like. But if you could hold them both comfortably, I think you would.
no, but if it's just like one Switch controller in each hand, and it's a
I
two-player
think
game.
you'd learn it.
But would you though?
Yeah.
Would you?
I think you'd
would you
definitely
play
give it a
against
go a
yourself in
few
PlayStation?
times, like.
I'd definitely give it a go.
Like, I used to play against myself when I was a kid, but you'd have to put down the controller and pick up the other one.
Sadly,
I wasn't sad, I was quite happy.
I used to do it too.
Yeah. I think most people did. Not like most people had fucking organised wrestling events with their wrestling figures. No, I think most people who had game consoles played against themselves at some stage.
I always kicked my console around.
Kicking the console! No
Hey,
matter
guys.
what, you win.
Yeah, exactly.
let's
Playing against myself.
make a reference to how young our listeners are. They probably don't even remember when there was wires out of the controllers.
Why?
Oh my god, there used to be wires, Tony,
Yeah.
coming out of your Sega Mega Drive.
There used to be a wire coming out of me.
No, there didn't. You're lying, unless there was, and then you're not lying.
It's a kind of wire.
Yeah. The cord.
The Wire, the TV show.
Never
No.
seen it, but I heard,
It's very good.
what's his name? Damn it.
Yeah, I know who you're thinking of.
Lamar.
Charlton Heston from 1968 was in it.
Omar. That's pretty good.
Get your hands off me, you damn dirty drug dealers.
He wasn't in that one. He was in the other one. Sopranos, I think.
Get your hands off me, you gangsters.
Yeah. Because he did it. He had no range. That was the thing about Charlton Heston. He had this one character who was just upset, and people just kept touching him. Just like he couldn't deal with it.
That's going to be my new end segment. Charlton Heston in different situations, specifically in 1968.
We were playing a game the other day at work, and it was like, do a movie quote, and then like just make it British, really proper British. And it was quite funny, like, you know, quite frankly, my dear, I don't give a damn. And it's like, oh, to be honest, darling, I don't care, or whatever. And one guy at work said, he just said this, he goes, please, sir, can I have some more? And we were like, how are we going to fucking do that? How are we going to make that?
Yeah. How are you gonna make that English?
It was the only thing he could think of, like, and he didn't understand why we couldn't do it.
Hey, please, sir, can I use some more?
Making it worse instead.
I think making something really British would be like, "Oi, mate, I was next." Shots fired.
Yeah, but we were saying proper, like
This
proper
is
people.
Sparta.
If you want to play a different game, we can play a different game.
Slagofftheenglish.com. If you're listening in England, give us a 5-star review on iTunes.
Put the bunny back in the box, Mike.
Sorry, could you put this little rabbit back in its hutch?
Nobody puts baby in the corner.
Hey, nobody puts baby in that corner.
First we come Mitch.
Right now, you two. Stop flirting and get back to work.
Yeah. So yeah, hands for feet, and
Never drink again.
never drink again. But hands for feet. I just want hands for feet.
You want to try it out?
Do. You could give yourself a handshake.
You can do that anyway, Tom.
I didn't think that's what you were going to say.
Yeah, but like you could.
But you still only have the
Proper one.
the bendability of your knees, and your hips.
I feel like if your hands could do more, you'd become very flexible. You'd force
Yeah,
yourself
yoga
to
would
become.
be probably a bit easier even.
You'd force yourself to become flexible. Your ankles probably wouldn't work so well. Like
But they would, wouldn't they? You just get used to it. Like
they're not going to be ankles though. They're going to be wrists, aren't they?
no, they'd be ankles.
They'd be... I don't know. This
They'd
was
be
a
ankles.
fan question.
I don't know.
Yeah, you said it wasn't very creative of Zoe to send
This,
that in. Like,
this was from my... let's not pretend anymore. This was from my sister Zoe. We had very few people giving questions. This is from my sister Zoe. And shout out to Zoe last week. She got a negative COVID test when she thought she was sick.
No way.
Yeah. No Rona in this household, buddy.
No way.
but so what? Like, did she get like? We still don't know if they're wrists or ankles. Like,
I think there'd be wrists.
I think there'd be
I don't think a
ankles.
hand could attach to an ankle.
I have to because it's not
Okay.
like would you like wrists and hands for
I'm gonna
feet
flip-
and ankles or
We're not.
I'm going to flip
Frankenstein.
one of these Cookie Monster cookies
We're
from the
not
Lego
talking
figure.
about-
Excuse me, I'm gonna flip one of the Lego Cookie Monster. cookies.
Excuse me. See, we heard you. We were just waiting for you to flip it or
Right.
to give us
So-
a choice of head or
Okay,
tail.
so what are we? Are we saying the cookie side is wrists or ankles? There's a cookie side and a hollow side.
Wrists, no ankles. Cookie size ankles.
What do monkeys have?
Cookie side,
Ankles
they're
or
ankles.
wrists?
Monkeys?
Yeah.
They have ankles, don't they?
Well, they're ankles.
More like cankles, am I right?
I don't know.
I think that's an offensive thing for you to say about my wife Zira, Tony.
I was about to say money ankles. Why was I going to write money ankles?
Don't know.
Monkey ankles.
Yeah, there you go. Thanks, Mike.
Well, I
Get your hands
you
off.
Forgot that. Like,
Get your hands for feet off me, you damn dirty apes. Get that sambuca away from you, damn dirty apes. That's if he wasn't drinking again.
I'd be saying that anyway. I fucking hate this stuff. You don't have to put your hand on me or upset me for me to say that. You okay, Mike? You're in a really mental mood where you.
No, what are you doing?
He's googling whether monkeys have ankles for feet, and you're just laughing hysterically into the other side of the mic. So I've no one to talk to. Like,
I was just trying to fill time because you two were being kind of quiet.
Some version of an ankle.
There's only 2 more episodes of round 3 after this.
it is an ankle.
It's a version of it, yeah. Pretty much. So, like, high fives would just be your upper hands, and low fives would be your other hand, right?
No, you just use your feet, mostly like feet, like.
You're not supposed to high five people anymore.
Oh, can we just fucking forget about COVID?
Okay. I mean, I can't because it's fucking.
You can high five everyone in your house, so you're all fucking COVID free, man.
Yeah, but none of them are gangster enough. They won't do
I'll
it.
stand outside the hospital and give free hugs.
Sure does.
Outside the COVID ward. I keep going like high five to my mother, and she goes like, "Oh, too slow," and then everyone laughs at me.
She doesn't even get it.
She doesn't even speak to me. So, what would you rather?
Right, I'm going with hands for feet.
Okay, and Liam?
Yeah, I'd like to have a drink. I'd say hands for feet.
Then
Okay,
you get
so
4 drinks.
Tony and Liam both said that they would rather hands for feet. But let us know over on funkylikeamonkey.com. Put in an order, and in your order notes, let us know what you would rather. Would you rather? It's really weird. There's like way less paper in the pillowcase now.
Mad how that happens, isn't it?
Yeah.
You take stuff out of a thing.
Would you rather cash? So that is, there's no card anymore, isn't it? That's actually what that means. Or be in a Truman Show type situation. So would you rather there was only cash, or you were in a Truman Show type situation? So that is a Pat question. Pat, who has not signed up for the Patreon yet, I'd like to point out. We're not friends.
You're not going to squash the beef before that, are you?
Not until he signs up.
And what if he has given up on listening on it because you were only being mean to him?
Well, good. I didn't like him.
Wow, that's super
Unless he
harsh.
signed up for the Patreon, then he's a good friend of mine.
Yeah, see, so you're only controlled by money or...
Oh yeah.
Me and power.
Money
Get your money away from me, you damn dirty ape.
You're... It's quite a sad trait. I didn't think that of you, Mike.
Rip your money out there, Mike.
I thought I'd chosen a deeper, meaningful friendship than somebody who would be controlled by money and power.
Just love cash.
We
Or
love
card.
We know what you're going to pick now.
So, be a cash man or be a pirate, was it?
Truman.
Yeah, pirate.
Cash man or a true man?
Or a true man.
How did I never pick pirate as an option? So, Tony, I saw the other day on Netflix, it came up like, season 3 of Colony is available now. And I was like, they made more Colony? And then I remembered season 3 was just never on the Irish Netflix. Yeah, and now it is. So I wouldn't have to use my VPN now to watch it and pretend I was in Moldova.
Is that where you're pretending to be?
Nah, I think I'd pick Czech Republic. Because I knew that it was definitely on there.
It makes sense.
Yeah. So, cash or Truman Show type situation?
Truman Show's just awful.
Isn't it?
So bad, like.
But he had a lovely wife.
No, he didn't.
No,
He loved her though.
Yeah.
That doesn't make her a lovely wife.
False hope.
But he was in love. That's nice.
He thought he was, and then...
Well, he was.
But he instantly wouldn't have been
Yeah.
when he found out, which is what we were going to find out.
So you wouldn't be happy to be with his wife in that show?
Definitely not. No, Mike.
Especially if I realise someone's been fucking watching me.
Everything.
And off, like...
So usually we get the actress's name and we bring it up a lot. So I'm gonna find out what her name is.
No, I definitely wouldn't have any interest.
I think it's Tasha Truman now.
But see, it wouldn't be his wife, Mike. It would be our girlfriends now, wouldn't it?
So
It's a
Laura
Truman Show-like
Linney
scenario type.
as Hannah Gill acting as Meryl Burbank, Truman's wife. So Laura Linney, you wouldn't be happy to be with Laura Linney?
But that's not the option.
You think she's subpar?
Being with Laura Linney isn't an option, Mike.
If that was an option, would you definitely pick that?
I still wouldn't pick it, but it's not the option. You're so quick to tell us, oh, that's not your option. Oh, you can't pick that. And now you're trying to force this woman on us and we don't want it.
I think I would have had a very exciting Truman Show, though.
I thought you were going to say you thought you'd have a very good chance with Laura Linney.
Well, I think he would.
It'd be good, like 10-year stint of entertaining TV.
Yeah.
Pretty entertaining TV.
Although you wouldn't have been able to travel if you were in the Truman Show.
Depends how big this
Maybe,
Truman Show
yeah,
is.
maybe.
Futuristic
If it was for
one.
you as well.
Yeah, exactly.
Come on, they'd pull out all the stops, wouldn't
Exactly. Jeez, if they caught my trip to Europe the first time now on that, I'd like to watch that back.
they? Would you?
Real time.
Yeah, this is what someone was saying about
It's
this
funny.
question, is that like you could literally watch back your whole life.
There's only some things I'd like. Most of it I pretty much wouldn't want to. Ever. Like.
But you know, when someone says to you like, "Oh, I told you that that time, I told you that was," and you're like, "No, you didn't." But then you could just rewind and say, "Oh no, you didn't fucking tell me that."
you little
done."
cheeky, can't you?
Yeah.
I'd like to watch back and see the first time I watched Planet of the Apes, 1968. see if it was as good as I remember.
Would you like to go back and find your scariest childhood memory, Mike?
Wow, when I was 21. Laura Linney is 57 now, if that changes your opinion at all.
No.
What if you fell in love with Laura Linney and she's 57? Would you be with her? Or would you turn her down due to age?
This is the thing, Mike. And this is the strange thing you go back to. Like, I don't even know where she is from. I don't think she would be.
Okay, well,
she's not
born
in my
in New
life
York
now.
City.
You wake up tomorrow morning and you find out you're in a Truman Show type scenario. So, like, I've had no contact with Laura Linney in my fucking 31 years on Earth.
Can I tell you something about her?
She's going to affect my future.
You have something in common with her.
She born the 1st of January.
No. Her parents divorced. she didn't live with her father.
They're too cheap.
Did they actually not?
My parents are not divorced, Mike, no. So I've nothing in common with the woman. I've no interest in her. I don't see why he's pushing her on us. Do you, Tony?
No, I've no idea who she is.
So we would wake up and find out that all our friendships are bullshit.
Yeah. And Laura Linney never loved you.
Never loved me.
Yeah.
That's horrible, like. What was it again? What's the option?
Cash.
Cash. Just let cash be a thing, like, what you need card for, like.
But even TV and everything, would that...
We know Mike would pick cash
would
over
TV
friendships.
be real, though? Would they show you real TV?
Huh? Yeah, I don't know.
Would they, like?
Well,
you know?
You'd get certain TV shows, I'd say. They'd be careful about
They'd really have to be careful of what they show you on TV, like.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Was TV even a thing in his life?
That's what I'm wondering, like, because, like, if you see this, like, oh, I'd like to go here, I'd like to go there.
Yeah.
You know, that was the whole thing.
I
Saturday.
think
He wanted to go to Fiji or something.
Yeah, because the girl told him, she was about to tell him that he was in the Truman Show. And then she got kidnapped on the beach and told, like, he said, we're going to Fiji, don't follow us. Something like this. But if cash is just a thing, then we're just, like, you know, there's no issue with that. Like, you know, there's no, like, betrayal or deceit.
But what if you wanted to
hatred?
rent the Truman Show online?
So what are you talking about?
I'm going to make the Truman Show. I'm going to find myself a little child.
Don't do that.
Find myself a little child and
Don't.
build a little place, and
You're going to be like...
people can subscribe to my Twitch account. GamerGirl69.
No, I didn't.
GamerGirl69.
I don't condone that use of that account.
It will work. Absolutely.
What was your man's name? Who was the director?
People would watch it.
Almost. But they wouldn't, Tony. The authorities would just come.
Tony, I'd watch it if you got Laura Linney to be his wife when he grew up.
Well, she'd be pretty old
Like,
by then, man.
like an 80-year-old woman.
80-year-old Laura Linney.
Then I want to make it real, like
She has to get him to cross her fingers for him.
she's just not moving anymore. Like, oh yeah,
Poor Laura.
you have to get married to her. What?
Laura, if you're listening, get in touch. Give us a five-star review. iTunes.
Give us a 5-star review on your parents' relationship. Like,
You gonna pick cash?
I'm definitely picking cash, man. Like, without any doubt. Like, this is
Right.
the
So
easiest
this is
one
the
there's
end of
ever
the
been.
Truman Show.
This is the end of the Truman Show. We just hit the
Well-
wall, man.
Assuming what, Tony? What are you gonna pick?
Not the Truman Show. What's the other thing again?
Cash. Just the
Yeah.
cash is the
Yeah.
only form.
Yeah, never the Truman Show. I don't want to do it to. I'm going to do it to my firstborn child, but
Jesus Christ.
Your firstborn child now, not just a child you find.
whatever comes first.
Okay. Tony and Liam both said that they would rather cash. But let us know by going on to patreon.com and using your card to sign up to our Patreon account. And let us know over on the comments on Patreon. What would you rather? Would you rather dress as a mummy or have an action figure of yourself?
What mummy would you dress as? Like Posh Spice or
What?
Posh Spice or like?
Oh,
would you
like a
be-
yummy mummy? Like.
Or would you be like? Well, there doesn't have to be a yummy mummy. Just what mummy would you dress as? Or like?
You have to put
Queen
bandages
or-
all over your body.
Yeah, have you seen my mum?
Something you might not know about me, Tony, is that I have children, so it could be me.
Didn't know that about you.
They're from a previous marriage.
With who? Who are you married to?
Danny Minogue.
So you and Cookie Monster. Oh no, you were married. You were married to Danny Minogue. See, this is again.
Tony with an eye is a girl.
Tony with an eye was a man as well.
Is a girl.
Like, I'm not saying the two women can't get married, but you definitely led us to believe that it was a man, Tony with an eye.
No, Tony Minogue was always a woman.
I really don't believe that.
If you go back and listen, you'll find out. You'll see.
I have done,
promise.
and I'm sure you didn't correct us when we said he, and you didn't.
I didn't correct you when you said he, but I never said he. And you only said he once.
I feel like you might have said he
didn't
once
catch it.
as well. Maybe it must have been by accident, but I feel you said it.
No, I didn't. I don't think I did.
He-Man.
But anyway,
But how did you have children with?
when I was married to Danny Minogue,
Yeah.
they did that thing where they mixed up both our eggs and put some sperm inside me.
That's not a thing you do. You
So
don't
I
mix up both eggs.
You're not making a cake.
You
Scrambled our eggs.
no, you pick one surrogate. You don't like scramble fucking two ladies' eggs together and then chuck some sperm in it and what it takes. Like.
A bit of flour there. Salt chicken in the oven.
They put both of our eggs into a pillowcase and picked one out at random.
And how did you know whose was whose?
We didn't. That was the point. So we would never know whose child it was.
Sounds like the Truman Show.
That's how it started.
That's how I'm going to find it.
Don't put
You're
all
just
your
going to
eggs
throw a
in the
load of
pillowcase.
eggs. Just going to throw a load of eggs in the pillowcase and see what happens.
Me and Danny don't speak anymore, though. And the child was taken off me.
Jesus. Why?
I
Because
was-
you're going out with a fucking addict.
Because I was too busy at work all
What?
the time.
You turned into Cookie Monster there for a second. That was weird. Mate.
They say when you spend too much time with someone.
I don't fucking even know what the fucking question is. What is it?
Dress as a mummy version of Tony with an
Posh
eye.
Spice or...
Yeah, or I can't think of any other mams like.
No, I can't find it.
The
Who's
Queen.
a real
yeah.
Angelina Jolie's famous
yeah,
mother? Who's famous for being a mother?
Madonna.
Who's famous for being a mother?
Yeah.
Michael Jackson.
No, man. Famous man.
Holy Mary.
Mother.
Holy Mary. She's probably the most famous mother ever.
Oh yeah, Mother Teresa.
It's in her name. Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
But see, they aren't actually mummies, like. They're mothers.
Yeah, Mummy. Mummy Teresa.
We're talking
3
Egyptian
times.
mummy.
No, we've had this.
And we're not saying Cleopatra.
Cleopatra.
Who'd she marry?
Coming at ya. What's his name? He had like a
Anthony.
Jason or something. No.
Anthony.
Yeah, it was
her
like a
brother.
normal lad name.
Her brother.
Anthony, huh? Like Tony. With an eye.
Husband to marry your brother, I think. Yeah.
Did she? Yeah. Do you have to do that, do you? This is the only way
The
out. like.
ritual, a bit, that's how you end up being a mummy.
Tony, what about when you marry your great-great-granddaughter?
Was she mummified, Cleopatra?
I'd say so. It's that time, isn't it? And she was like... But she did something terrible now that they didn't like in the end, Cleopatra. Maybe I'm thinking of someone else. I'm mixing
Yeah,
up.
season 3 was nowhere near as good as season 1.
You don't remember what was in season 3. Tell us what happened, Mike. Come on. Come on. No, he's full of shit. He doesn't remember Cleopatra season 3. He doesn't even know if it went past season 1.
Didn't even know it was a TV series. Thought it was a movie.
All I
You don't know anything except the song that she had.
Cleopatra
She was
coming
the
at
girl.
you.
Yeah.
It might have been one girl or it might have been a band. I don't know.
yeah. Or a TV show. Not sure.
That's where the name Patrick comes from, by the way. Cleopatra.
Is it?
He was Welsh. He was on his holidays in Egypt to see the pyramids.
She
That's-
was Welsh. And Ireland heard it wrong and went, sure, we'll just call her Patrick. But they thought she looked like a man, so
Catherine Zeta-Jones actually looks like what I would picture Cleopatra to look like.
can't picture.
Do you think?
Just picture Cleopatra.
How about now? Doing the Egyptian walk.
Yeah.
You see her now?
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Kind of Tom Jonesy.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Welsh again.
Jesus, full circle.
Full circle all the time,
It's not unusual, like.
Oh, I got a cramp in my leg somehow from laughing.
It's not unusual.
I was
But
seeing a
what
Welsh
we-
girl before who wouldn't let me use the word cunt.
What a cunt.
A Welsh person wouldn't let you use that word. It's like
Yeah.
part of their vocabulary.
Why didn't she let you use the word? And what do you mean she wouldn't let you use the word cunt? She didn't like when you used it in front of her, like.
Yeah, she didn't want me to use it.
I had a really offensive T-shirt when I travelled Europe.
And did you know it was?
Oh yeah, always wore it.
What did it say?
Oh, my name is Mike Hunt, I think,
That was it.
or something like that, But like, it was a little bit more,
Risky.
and I just thought it was really funny. But people did not like it.
Really?
If you bumped into English speakers, they were like obviously women, like, but they were like, "What's that there?" I'm like, yeah, it wasn't nice. But like, yeah, it wasn't exactly like. Yeah, I think it was literally, "My name is Mike Hunt."
I don't get why people have
Plain.
an issue with the word really, like, it's just fucking... Or any swear words, really, like.
It's kind of why. It was kind of at the time I was like, I don't see why people get so offended by this. It's kind of funny to me.
Yeah,
like,
yeah.
Well, that is the one I understand why people get offended by it.
Do you?
Because the actual definition of it is horrible.
Yeah, definition's mad, no?
Yeah, it is, but no one means it like that. We don't
No.
say it meaning that, like.
They don't
And
know
anyone
it.
who uses it as frequently as we do wouldn't mean it like.
No,
No one really uses it for the
Nobody
real
uses
meaning
it for
of
that
like,
meaning.
rarely.
at all.
Because when would that meaning ever come up?
Like, yeah.
That's why it's only used that way in some TV shows sometimes.
It's like ignorant as well. Everyone uses that wrong. In Ireland, anyway, everyone uses that wrong. Ignorant. Ignorant.
Ignorant? In what way?
Ignorant just means not knowing, like.
Yeah.
I think ignorant has two meanings. I'm
Yeah.
pretty sure. You're ignorant for not knowing that.
You're an ignorant cunt.
Yeah. You're not, for not knowing you're a fucking prick.
Oh, lads, a few weeks ago I said it was the worst episode ever, but I reckon this has got pipped.
Right, go on, sure, fuck it, we'll do this and we'll get to the end one. Maybe that'll do. Swap it up.
Oh, it won't. My end segment will not swap it up. Oh, no.
It's just pulling two more things out of the pillowcase.
Are we still going? What are we talking about? Cunt and that.
Yeah, do you want to be Cleopatra or do you want to always pay by cash?
See, I'm looking out in the rain.
No, that wasn't it, was it?
No. I don't want to be soggy in fucking bandages.
What was the other one?
What?
Have an action figure. Come on, we know the answer.
Yeah, we know it was action
Yeah.
figures getting through, yeah.
Yeah, alright, mummy.
Solid gold action
Mummy.
figure. You're not picking that.
Yeah.
No, why? Like, I'm picking action figure, Mike's picking action figure's true. He'll
Tony
be
picked
like,
mommy.
I want to be a yummy mummy.
Tony
No,
picked
that is
mommy.
not even- doesn't understand the
Liam
question,
picked
ignorant.
action. Have an action figure, but let us know what you would rather by shouting out your window
At a crow.
at a crow or a jackdaw, depending on where you are in the world.
Yeah, jackfruit.
Ride it on the skin of a jackfruit and throw it out the window.
Jeez, I love a good jackfruit now.
Liam,
Right.
got an end segment for us, have you?
Oh, shit. Yeah, I do.
We calling your ma this time?
No. I wouldn't bother her. Yeah, I don't know what we're going to call it. No idea. But these are just words that me and Kveta have made up with meanings to them. And I'm going to ask you boys if you can figure out the meaning of it.
Okay. Oh, Jesus.
Tony's zip was down.
Oh, that means that my flow's then.
Yeah. It's called a chow room. Chow room is when your zip is down. And that one was for free. Okay. So I'll see if you can figure out what they mean. I've got...
Was that an
5
actual word you have together?
Chow room. Yeah.
For when
it
your
means
zip's
fly
down.
is down.
Okay, that's specific.
Right. So, a crunder. What would you think a crunder is?
Some
Really
kind of sick.
loud fart.
No.
Some kind of sick, loud, getting sick.
No. You both thought it was the sound, though.
Yeah.
It's not.
Because it's like thunder. It's like chunder and thunder, kind of.
Yeah.
Uh-huh.
A loud sick.
We didn't think of it like that.
Mm-hmm.
It's some stubborn dirt under your finger or toenail that just will not fucking come out from underneath.
It's a crusty under.
Crusty under.
Crunder. Okay. I need to grab the concept of what way your brains work before we do this.
How often do you talk about dirt under your fingernails?
Well, I have them all the time because I get paint under my nails at work.
He gets a load of crunder, like.
No. And to be fair, all these don't come up all that often.
Okay.
Right. So a Blarjek.
That sounds like puke again.
But it's closer. It's closer. I'll give you an example of this one. It's like, man, she was cracking up. At one stage, I even met her Blarjek her beer.
Spit.
Laughing till it comes out of your nose.
It's when you're taking a drink and someone makes you laugh at that exact moment and you spit it back into the glass. Mm-hmm. It's fucking Blarjek.
Blarjek.
Right, this one's very specific, and I don't know if anyone else will have this one. But it's a prilp.
It's some kind of pillow.
I was thinking something to do with a pillow as well.
Nah.
It's a prilp, or the shit in your drink, like pulp, but like fluff instead of pulp.
I think it's a sweaty pillow.
No. It's a shoe stain on your fridge.
Like a shoe print.
Yeah, but the mark doesn't match any shoes in the house.
Oh, specifically, but it doesn't match any shoes in the house.
Yeah, it's a prilp. You don't know who did it.
Where did this shoe mark come from in the fridge?
Fucking hell.
Right. Jigor or jigors?
A man dancing or a girl dancing?
No. Some of them you would think should be like some relation to the sounds of other
a man
words.
or a boy pig?
No, I'll give you. It's a singular or plural. Jigor or jigors.
Toilet paper that you dropped on the ground instead of in the toilet bowl.
Oh, it's pieces of paper, but it's receipts or pieces of paper that you'll never have a need for that you've had for longer than 5 years.
5 years.
So, is this your jigor from H&M from 2012? That's the example of that one. We've got drawers full of them, like, for no reason.
You have jig drawers.
Jig drawers, yeah.
I lost the cookie again.
Alright, so you both guessed something similar to the meaning of this one, but not exactly it. So, Hufflebag.
So it's not your school bag at Hogwarts then?
No, I was Hufflebagging the whole way there.
Yeah.
Holding a poo.
Alright, yeah, just tooting
Yeah,
away.
basically when you're farting with every step you make. I was Hufflebagging.
Not quite.
Reading out your bum, basically.
You know when you do that, it's like... Yeah. So that's I don't know what you call them. We were talking about Shakespeare the other day. He invented words. I'm thinking we could do the same, you know? We can be the future of...
Shakespearean.
So that's crunder, Blarjek, prilp, jigor or jigors, and a Hufflebag.
So if people can use any of those as a hashtag on Twitter and get them trending, that'd be great.
Exactly.
Hashtag Hufflebag.
Hashtag Hufflebag all the way home. So yeah, that's my segment this week. We don't...
What was the one for the shoe?
A prilp.
A prilp.
Prilp. A shoe stain on your... It's a prilp, man. Don't blame me for that shit. We don't have ones, you know? So yeah, I've been Big Mike. You've been the boy.
I've been Big Mike. Thanks, bye.
Thanks, bye.
So, you know.